Second. Now we're gonna be recapping a trade I took yesterday, May 21st. I took SPY calls. It was a loser, so I'm gonna get in why I decided to take this trade. So looking at the price action, in my opinion, I feel like I could have avoided this. Um, I was slowly focusing on the smaller time frame and didn't get the clear picture of what the big time frame was telling me. I decided to take calls uh around 7:10. For some reason, I thought there was bullet sentiment. Let's try real quick. I was watching a 1 minute time frame. It was Exodus. I was watching a 1 minute, and I realized that we had supply, 2 hour supply. I got invalidated in the first half an hour. Then we were making lower lows. We were pulling back on nice volume, wasn't too bad. And then we rallied through supply, and I saw that buyers were interested and sellers were not really there. So I was waiting for a pullback around the 2 hour supply zone so I could get an entry point on the upside targeting this daily demand supply zone. So I formulated a plan. I was gonna get in at the break of this trend line, which I did, but I got faked out because I didn't wait for a full candle close, and I entered around 7:10, and I had to cut my losses around 7:15. So the reason I took this trade was because we were above supply, which you see the 2 hour supply here. We were making higher highs, clearly stated, uh, clearly stated here. First high, I mean lower highs, and then our second one we were trying to form here. Um, then which I failed to do is that this trend line didn't was not broken accordingly, and I prematurely got inside the trade without no volume really confirming any type of continuation. If you look at the 720, 710 candle, volume was slightly above average, but it was nothing compared to the previous 707 candle. Um, so yeah, I thought we were gonna do like a double bottom within supply and is rally the to this daily supply, but which I like to do was that if you look at this bigger time frame on a 4 hour uh loads on a 4 hour we have this beautiful 2 hour supply, which when I took the trade, I didn't have it for some reason. I don't know, I just didn't see it, and we had double topped on the same week, I believe this week, and then we were kind of trying to break it, and I failed to realize that we were in supply when I took this trade, which we triple topped here. Perfect play to play puts instead of calls, but in hindsight, we can say that it was perfect puts. But I can say I had a bias of that the market was gonna rally and it was gonna go into supply, which was my error, my side. Uh, I believe personally, I believe I kind of forced this trade. There's no reason to play calls when we're clearly in supply, you know. But yeah, at the same time, if you look at the VIX, it looked like it was trying to break a critical level, the $20 level. Uh, let's do 1 minute. Yeah, so when I got in, we were kind of we were like we had reached the $30 level, and we quickly bounced back off. Um, Thinking that should have been a warning sign to not take this trade because there's no reason. VIX decided to use the 20 key level as a support instead of falling beyond about below it. Um, yeah, but I managed to take a small loss on it. It was nothing too crazy, but yeah, my main lesson I learned from this trade was that I failed to look at the bigger time frame, which was the analysis in a 4 hour. Which for the next couple of trades, I'm looking more into before I get into any trade. Uh, just look at the overall trend. Are we going up or down? One thing I feel like why I took this trade was because this whole week has been lacking a lot of momentum. Uh, we've been chopping around a range for a couple days, and it's been really hard to trade this type of markets. And in my opinion, I feel like because I didn't take a trade like Wednesday, Thursday, and no Monday, and I wasn't like up for the week. I was slightly agreeing. I kind of forced this trade, but which resulted me in taking a loss. Which is part of the game. But for next time, I know I could avoid this. Have a bigger time frame analysis and make sure that I just don't take a trade based off on what I think the market's gonna do, but more so what the charts are telling me. So I'm gonna end this trade here, and we hope everybody you got some insightful information out of this recap. Uh, Feel free to leave any comments on the bottom. Well, thank you everybody. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and